all day long. I know a lot of times I don't comment or get in a conversation that they're having, but I'm always listening to you guys to Will and Christian talk and have those conversations that they have about wrestling. They're hardcore wrestling fans like I am, so we actually have a lot in common. But I didn't know that me and Will had so much in common. I didn't know that he was into wrestling like I am, and I really, really appreciate you sharing the podcast. That was the point that I had. I kind of got off of what I was trying to say, but I appreciate you, man. That's what's up, buddy. Thank you for sharing the podcast on your own personal page. I really appreciate it. And the second person that I want to give a shout out to, he actually has his own podcast that they're dropping today. I don't know what time today, or I will tell you the exact time, but I know that they got a podcast coming out today, and that's Tremaine Irby. The Ralph and Tremaine show is coming back. It used to be a YouTube show, and now it's a podcast, and they're dropping the very first episode today. He was saying yesterday that they weren't going to drop it until summertime, but I guess they heard my podcast, and he said if I can drop 10 episodes in a week, then he can go ahead and launch early. But they're launching their very first episode of the new show, the Ralph and Tremaine show with him and Ralph. That starts today sometime. So go check that out for sure. I've been a big fan of Tremaine and Ralph for the longest time when they had their old YouTube show. I used to watch every episode of that, and I don't know if they're aware of that, but I'm big fans of Tremaine and Ralph. They've entertained me for many, many years, just following them on Facebook and just watching their show on YouTube. And I would love to be on your new podcast or on your new show. I know both of y'all have asked me that separately, and because I work the way that I work around the clock, I haven't been able to do it. But I really would love to be on your show, though. You guys are so funny and so entertaining. And even when I wish you guys would go back to roasting people on Facebook. I'm going to talk about this for a second. I wish you guys would roast people like you used to do. Like, you even roasted me a couple times saying I look like a Ninja Turtle. That was always the funniest thing to me. Because I do kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. I do look like a black Ninja Turtle. And you guys, I know a lot of people got offended by that. I think a few people did. But I always thought it was hilarious when you would do that to different people. And you guys, you guys are going to blow up one day for real. I know you already have kind of blew up around here, around town, but I can see you guys being actual big, huge celebrities one day because you're both that funny. You're funny individually, but then when you get together as a team, you guys are hilarious. So, yeah, shout out to Ralph and Tremaine. Go watch the Ralph and Tremaine, or go listen to their podcast. It's a podcast now. That's where the future is podcasting. Go listen to their podcast. Go like their podcast. Share their podcast. I know when I hear it today, I know I'm going to share it. But shout out to you guys, both of you. Tremaine especially, because Tremaine shared my show yesterday. And I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me because I really wouldn't be doing this show that I'm doing now if it wasn't for watching Tremaine do what he does. He kind of inspired me to do this. So he said that he's listened to every episode of my show, and I believe him when he says that, and that means a lot to me, dude. And I wouldn't be doing this if you hadn't inspired me by watching what you do. And hopefully I would love for you to be when I start to have people on this show, I want you to be one of the first people on my podcast. So, shout out to Tremaine. Shout out to Ralph. Ralph, me and your mama go way back because I used to work at the nursing home with your mama. So, I know you come from a long line of good people. Both of y'all do. So, I'm big fans of both of y'all. That was the whole point. I know I've been talking about you for a few minutes now, and I'm going to get off Ralph and Tremaine, but go listen to their podcast. If you don't do anything else, listen to this podcast first, but then go listen to theirs whenever it drops today. It's going to be a big deal. It's kind of going to be the biggest thing that happens today is their podcast dropping. It really is. So, yeah. About 19 minutes already, and I hadn't even really been talking about anything. But that's how it is. When you don't think you're talking about a lot, time goes by very fast, I notice. But, yeah, so anybody else that shared my podcast that I'm not aware of, I already mentioned Miss Linda yesterday in last week's episode. And I know Will and Tremaine shared it. But anybody else that shared it, I appreciate it. I will always shout you out if you share my podcast. So, because you're helping me out, you're giving me more exposure. Even if you don't share it on Facebook, if you just tell somebody, like, use word of mouth and go and literally, how you talk to people with your mouth? Use word of mouth and tell people about it. Spread the word. Johnny Knows Best is here. Is something that some people might want to hear. Some people might want to listen to this. And if you don't want to listen to this, go listen to Ralph and Tremaine. Either way, we are the same kind of thing. So you don't listen to one, listen to the other. Listen to both. Why not listen to both? Why do you have to only be a Pepsi drinker or a Coke drinker? Why can't you drink both? I don't know why I got on Pepsi and Coke then, but and by the way, Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. It's not even close. I'm sorry, Pepsi people. People that drink Pepsi, if you drink Pepsi, that's cool and everything. I like Pepsi with pizza. Now, with pizza, I drink Pepsi. It's weird. I prefer to have Pepsi. But mostly, I'm a Coca-Cola drinker. I will drink Coca-Cola all day. If you give me a cold Coca-Cola and some cookies, that's all I really need in life to be a happy man. I'm a simple man. I don't even need a woman, really. If you just give me a cold Coca-Cola, an ice cold Coke, one that just came out the freezer, and then a pack of cookies, any kind of cookies. But the ice cold Coke and those cookies, that's a good combination. In fact, I might go up here to the store here momentarily and get me an ice cold Coca-Cola and some cookies. That sounds like a good idea. I might have to stop this episode early so I can go get me a soda and some cookies. But that's just something I do. This has just been a really, really wonderful month. The whole month of March has just been a really lit, L-I-T, lit. I say lit a lot. This has been a really lit month for me personally. My birthday was March the 4th, which kind of kicked the month off. And then I worked St. Patty's Day, which is a big holiday at Beef O'Brady's. And then, I saw Batman and Superman last week, which was a really, really big deal. And I'm going to leave this, in the month of March is going to end with me going to Texas, on vacation. So it's just been a really good month. It's been a big month. I've done a lot this month. I feel like I've done more this month in the month of March than I did the entire month of February and January put together. So it's been kind of exhausting. I'm very tired right now. I gotta work a double today. I'm not looking forward to working a double shift, but I know if I get through these last 2 shifts, then I'm off for 5 days. And man, am I ready to be off. You have no idea. You have no idea how tired a brother is. But, in between working, seeing about my mom, and just, I don't know, man. I'm ready for a vacation. I'm long overdue for a vacation. Over a year overdue because I didn't really get to go on my vacation last year due to getting ill, due to my brain stuff that I got going on. So I'm really ready. People keep asking me, I swear I have people asking me 3 or 4 times a day, or are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. I couldn't be any more ready. I'm DX ready. Degeneration X ready to go on this trip tomorrow. Basically more than anything else, I'm just ready to be away. It's not about the destination so much. It's about just getting away. You have to do that sometimes. You have to get away, even if it's just going down to the beach for a day or whatever, You need that time to unwind. You need that time to disconnect from everybody. I don't mean that in a bad way. I know I love everybody in my life, but I just need a break sometimes, I hope you can understand that if you're in my life personally. And if you can't, I don't know what to tell you. I just need a break. And I'm going to get it tomorrow. So, and then after that, I'll be good for a whole year. You won't hear me complain about being overworked or stressed out. Or you probably will hear me complain about it, but I'll be good until next year. And then, I'm going to be trying to go down to Orlando this time next year. But, that's what happened then. But, last, ask you, the listener, I want to get some feedback on what are the kinds of things that you would like to hear on Johnny Knows Best. What would you like to hear me talk about? What kind of topics interest you? Please comment, let me know, or message me personally. What any ideas or any feedback that you could give me besides feedback like the episode is too long or the episode is too short or whatever. Yeah, I know that I'm tweaking that or the audio is not that great. I'm working on all that. I'm working on the those aspects of it. I'm probably gonna be getting a new mic very soon. Not that this mic isn't good. I just bought this last week, so. But I'm gonna be improving the audio quality part of the show, so don't worry about that. I mean, just give me ideas and topics and subjects that I can talk about. And then maybe I will pick your idea and subject if it's not dumb or stupid. I will pick that and I'll talk about it. I have no problem doing that. I have no problem getting advice and getting feedback on what to do, on what you want to hear, what you want to listen to, and I will implement them as they come to me. I know that I want to do some serious episodes. I was talking about this with my friend the other day. I want to do some episodes on some serious topics too, not just have these funny, not that it's not, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Not that it's not good to be, I'm going to pretty much wrap this up. I know it was a very, very short episode, but I just wanted to come on here and just give shout outs to those few people, and I wanted to talk about what I got coming up. I got some big episodes coming up. I'm gonna be recording my WrestleMania prediction episode, probably to either, like I said, late tonight after I get off work. I know I'm gonna be pretty tired, but either tonight